Hello and welcome to Megawatt, where each week we give you the lowdown on the latest piece of kit from the world of technology and gadget. This week it's the Dome, or now the O2, and we're going to go inside to get a behind-the-scenes look. With an overall diameter of 365 metres and a circumference of 1 kilometre, there is plenty to see at the new-look Millennium Dome. Restaurants, bars, clubs, concert venues, a cinema, and even a beach inhabit the space that would take 3.8 billion pints of beer to fill. We're standing in one of 4 of the main control hubs that control O2 Arena, and there are 2 of these server big things. They're massive, they're really noisy, and they control everything here from the ticketing to basically the whole infrastructure. And there are 2 of them on site, and there's a further server that's off-site in case these 2 break down. Now NEC, who control all this software, this hardware, have told us that if they do fall apart for some reason, it takes only 3 seconds to get them back up and running and the whole arena powering back up. None of that sort of, let's go across to the other side of the park in Jurassic Park mode. On this side, there is all the cabling and networking infrastructure. Now, there are supposedly 13,500 kilometres of cable just to get everything done, and 2,000 kilometres of fibre cable to get everything done. In addition to that, because the world is going wireless, there are 400 wireless hotspots within the arena itself, 100 of those actually within the stage and sort of main arena rather than the whole complex. Now, I wonder what happens if we pull one of these cables. With 1 member of staff per 10 guests at the O2 Arena, NEC with O2 has come up with this device. Now, it's a state-of-the-art clocking in, clocking out machine. And instead of putting the old, cha-chung, 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 as you see on 1930s movies, staff, when they come to this site, check in via this. Now, what this does is it allows you to scan in, so you've clocked the time that you've come in, but also that all that information feeds to a database on a computer somewhere and allows O2 to suddenly see, right, we have 1,000 cleaners here, we have 50 security guards, and we have 30 caterers, and instantly work out where they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to be doing. Now, why would you need this? Well, there's a number of reasons. One, for fire alarms or security alerts, you know exactly who's on site and where they are. The second, if you've got some snooty sort of prima donna performing here and says that the arena's not clean enough, they can turn around and say, well, actually, we had 1,500 cleaners, they were all in your area, so I don't know, you must have been tripping over them, I don't know how you didn't see them. All you have to do is take the card. Now, we've managed to, we've got a guest pass here, is hover over there, it tells us. Now, it tells us that we're not allowed to be checked in. Now, it might do this because we're not rotated in to be in for another couple of hours, or it's just because we're sort of here and we're not supposed to be here. We're sort of sneaking in the back door. And this would say, actually, hang on a minute, you're not supposed to be, you haven't got clearance. So we can override that for today. We can say that we're in, so all we have to do is touch in. That's it, we're now clocked in. So we're going to go and do some filming, time out, and then when we come back, we'll we just scan the thing again, clock out, and we can go home. Can you guess what it is? Yeah, I bet you were just about to say it's a landline telephone. No, this is the BT Reveal from BT. The reason it's called Reveal is because whilst this looks really nice and shiny on the desk, you reveal a rather rubbish looking handset. It's a really weird Jekyll and Hyde sort of story. On the desk, it looks lovely. There's blue light, flashes when you've got an answer machine message. You can, technology includes to allow you to swap contacts via your mobile phone SIM card through a little slot here. And you can store 255 contacts on there. There's loads of hours of answer machine, all the other stuff. Sounds really good. And then you pick it up and you put it against your head. And it's a bit disappointing. The ringtones are alright, they're not great, and overall I just, I'd prefer to use my mobile phone, to be honest. And this is the BT Reveal from BT. We're sitting in the rather funky and maybe even opulent O2 bar just backstage behind the main arena. Now, this is one of 2 bars that are only available to O2 customers, and that's you, an O2 customer, and 3 mates. If you're not O2, you're not on the list, and that's basically it. Now, apart from that, there's funky things, there's some screens on the wall, and there's this brilliant bar. Now, eventually O2 say they have an ambition to be able to make it so you can pay for your drinks by your mobile phone. At the moment, we're going to still have to buy our cocktail with good old hard currency. I'll have a blue O2, please. Okay. The second O2 members bar is called the Blue Room, and it's just through here. Basically, what you have to do to get access into this bar is have had a text message with a barcode sent to your phone. You then scan across here and that lets you in. Then we go around the corner and you come to this massive bar. It's certainly not as opulent or as exclusive or as funky as the previous bar, but it does have a 30-metre screen across the top, which I can text an image to by texting 60202 and wallpaper and choose a number of different patterns to go on there. And if that wasn't enough, there's also the chance to play the music you want by texting the same number, which is 60202, to choose your music, whether that's Prince, Snow Patrol, or, God forbid, Barbra Streisand. Hello, this is the Sennheiser PX. Hold on. Hello, sorry, this is the Sennheiser PXC 450, and it's a noise-cancelling headphone set that, when on and when in action, means that you can't really hear yourself speak. The difference between these and perhaps a model from Bose or Philips or Sony or Creative or anybody else that happens to make noise-cancelling headphones is this little button here called a talk-through button, which basically drops the sound of the music that you're listening to and opens up a voice channel so you can then hear important people saying, would you like another gin and tonic on the plane, for example, or worst case scenario, someone saying, the plane's on fire, get out now, without having to take them off your head every time. Other neat features of the PXC 450s is that it comes with a standard AA battery rather than a rechargeable, so that means you can get juice anywhere else in the world. And if they do run out of their, if you've used them longer than their 20-hour stated battery life, there is a switch somewhere here. Where's it gone? Yeah, there's a switch there which allows you to bypass the noise cancelling element, so you can just use it with your iPod or Shuffle or what have you without having to worry about battery life. Overall, the sound is really good. It's very bassy, nice, full-bodied sound would probably be the best way to describe it. And they fold up quite compactly as well for when you travel. And that's the Sennheiser PXC 450s.